Mataji, mast chand kirtan gaile तुम्ही. Thank you. Akshata Mataji, thank you for hosting the session this evening. आणि Madhuri Mandakini Mataji, thank you for the Mangalasharan prayers. Thank you. Thank you. मागील मात्र एक सान कंप्लेंट असा on the public platform how must it's I mean I'm not proud of it but a second I just lost my video. Okay. I'm not too proud of it, but एक public platform मेरी कोंकणी बोलायच्या जरा थोडे problems होता. So most of my session will be in English, but in the coming sessions, how Hagelwar work करता and I'll get better at it. So please excuse me and thank you all. Thank you all for being here this evening. So the topic given to me is fulfilling promises and desires, where Lord Krishna, of course, is fulfilling promises and desires. So, how can Sana Shiltana ek pant kal zale? I'd asked my father many times. I requested him. I asked him, but it was not working. Tagala Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mai Sudarshan Chakra Mukar Watsuno. I said a prayer, and I was there for 2 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes. When I was back, there's this Prabhu by the name, can't recollect his name. Uh, anyway, so he asked me, "What did you pray for? What did you pray for? You took so long in front of the altar. What did you pray for?" And there I was in a dilemma. अटकल करचे सांगचे की ना because सांधन मेगल अम्मा सांगत आहे की if you pray something and if you tell somebody, it won't come true. But at the same time, there is this line we quote in the Mangalachan prayers. Uh, can anyone recollect what line that is? What line I'm referring to? Or if you can get at least a context of what I'm saying. वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः, where the devotees are compared to wish fulfilling kalpatarus. मी तांकां एक पंता सांगती and it'll come true. So I thought, wait, now there is a confusion whether I should tell this person or whether I should not. I said, let's take the risk. Let's take the risk. I told him, Prabhu, I asked the Lord for a cycle. He said, Acha, cycle? Okay. Chant one round every day for a week, and you see at the end of the week you'll get a cycle. I said, that's it? Just one round? He said, yeah, just one round. I said, okay, day one, and tick. Day two, day three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 days, Zalle. And so last year on Gopashtami, I was fortunate to receive initiation from His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. And this gentleman who had told me to chant for 1 week, one round, the Lord promising you a cycle, he was fortunate enough to receive Brahman initiation the same day at Mayapur. And I told him, Prabhu, I came to 16 rounds. I started at one round for 1 week, came to 16 rounds. Abhi tak wo cycle mila nahi hai. And he said, he started laughing at it. You're still stuck there. Uh, you've driven a car in your life and you're still stuck on that cycle. Yeah, what to do? You told me one round. I did that, but still, there's no cycle in sight, or that is still unfulfilled. So I keep teasing him in that way. Um, but how many times? How many times can you recollect in the scriptures, in whatever leelas of the Lord that you've heard, that Krishna fulfills the desires and promises that the devotees have kept? Can you list a few? Chat box use kar, you can list a few instances where the Lord has fulfilled the promises that his devotees have kept, or the Lord has fulfilled the desires of his devotees. Can you list a few instances?
हरे कृष्णा प्रभुजी. कृष्ण देवानं हिगे देवकीला गर्भ जन्म जल्लेला तेच एक प्रॉमिस दवरले कृष्णानं, तेच एक उदाहरण. हरे कृष्ण.
करेक्ट. वाव.
ಪ್ರಭು ನಾರದ ಮುನಿಕ್ ಬರ್ತಿಪಟ್ಟಿಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಇವನ್ ನಲಕು ವೇರ ತನಕ ಸಂಗಿಲ್ ನವ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಇವನ್ ತುಮ್ ಡೆಲಿವರ್ करता म्हणून
करेक्ट.
देवांते
परफेक्ट.
केलं या
Yes.
ಬರ್ತಿ
Yes. Correct. Perfect. Putana. How about Putana? She also had a desire to serve Krishna as a mother. Krishna fulfilled her wish too. Yes, somebody is. Neelam has written Draupadi. Yes, Draupadi's wish also was fulfilled by Krishna. So today I'm going to discuss a very peculiar story about Kubja. Kubja is also known. This video and again. Sorry for this. Okay. Kubja is also known by the name Trivakra. Trivakra means bent at three places in the body. So two in the legs and one in the back. So she had a bent spine and also ricketted legs. And she was not the most beautiful of girls. And they always like, hey, she's like, I'm not beautiful. I'm not attractive. So how many of us, we may not be the most attractive people physically, but all of us feel, कि यार इतना तो बुरा नहीं हूं मैं. I look good definitely. Okay, I'm not the best. I may not be Mr. India or Miss India, but I'm not that bad. यार, come on. ऐसा तो अच्छा ही हूं मैं. Not that bad. यार. I'm perfect, fine. I'm better than that person. I'm better than person X, Y, Z. So here Kubja always felt that I'm not at all good looking, and she was actually not the most attractive female. So Lord Krishna thought, and it's said, uh, by uh, by Shukadev Goswami when he discusses this in the 10th canto. He says, those people who are disregarded by the whole world, Lord Krishna has special compassion. His heart is compassionate towards those people who are rejected by the whole world. So this female who was not so looked up upon, Lord Krishna feels that, okay, her heart is pierced by this arrow of not that attractive looks. Let me try and pull out that arrow. And who is Trivakra? So, Trivakra. She is the one who serves Kamsa by taking perfume for him, and she anoints his body with perfume. So Lord Krishna, along with his cowherd boys, he goes to Kubja, and he first, before approaching Kubja, he discusses with his cowherd and says, you know what? I don't think any man must have approached Trivakra until now. And even if I speak few sweet words, I can do this task of enrapturing her. Uh, I can make her fall for me. ज्यादा कुछ एफर्ट नहीं लगेगा, दो तीन मीठे शब्द बोल दूंगा, ये पट जाएगी. This cowherd friend says, okay, fine, go try. Says, hey, beautiful, where are you going? Whom are you serving? Says, कुब्जा को पहली बार किसी ने ब्यूटीफुल कहा रहता है. This is the first time somebody's called her beautiful. Says, dumbstruck, what to say, what. So she says, I'm serving Kamsa. You're serving Kamsa? Has he not made you your lover yet? Lover? Beloved? No, no, servant. I serve. Oh, good Lord. You're still not his beloved. How unfortunate Kamsa is. Well, how about giving me some perfume? So why should I give you perfume? No, no, no. This perfume is only for my Lord, that is Kamsa. Okay. So how about me if I solve this problem of yours, of this hunched back and this ricketted legs? If I solve this problem, ये साला क्या मजाक है यार. Okay, ठीक है, fine. So she also she also replies in a very, she knows, okay, this guy is joking. She says, okay, sure, solve this problem, no problem. Solve my problem. Let's see how you do it. Lord Krishna goes, places his feet on the feet of Kubja, with his index finger and with his middle finger on her chin. He gives her a slight jerk, and in that jerk, her back is straightened, her legs are straight, and during this process, her hair is standing on end, and she's out of her mind, saying, "How can this be possible? Who is this person?" And she falls for him and says, uh, "Who are you, oh young man? I want to be with you. I want to enjoy you. Please satisfy me." So Krishna agrees. He says, "Okay." So she takes him to his palace. She takes him to her palace, decorates the room with fragrances. And there, when she smells the fragrance from Lord Krishna's lotus feet, the desire in her heart, the cupid that's struck her heart, is at that moment it's satisfied. And that desire, that intense a desire of enjoying with Lord Krishna, at that moment it is subdued. But after that happens, uh, Kubja has this intense desire of enjoying with Krishna over and over again. She begs him to, "Hey Krishna, please stay with me for a few more days. I want to enjoy you. I want to be enjoyed by you. Please stay." And at that moment, Lord Krishna, who is the supreme enjoyer, he bows down to her and leaves the place, which brings us to this very important lesson that Kubja, of course, had devotion in her heart, and that is the reason she could have the personal association of Lord Krishna. But at the same time, even after having the personal association of Lord Krishna, she desired something so mundane, so ordinary, कि यार तुम्हारे पास भगवान थे और तुमने इसी को चाहा कि मैं कैसे इस व्यक्ति से मैं मजा ले सकूं, या हाउ कैन आई एंजॉय, I mean, how can I fulfill my sensual desires with this person? So after this incident, Krishna, along with Balram and their cowherd friends, they move out of her palace, and Krishna instructs Akrur to visit Hastinapur and take note of what is happening in Hastinapur from Kunti Maharani and Vidur. So Akrur goes to Hastinapur, and there Kunti Maharani, with tears in her eyes, she says, My sons, Pandavas, are being ill-treated. Uh, the Kauravas, they are very unfair. I can't see, dekha nahi ja raha hai. I can't see my sons suffering. How many of us have encountered this? कई बार हमारे जो चहीते रहते हैं, the people we love the most, they are undergoing personal struggles, they're undergoing personal problems. We know what's happening with them. We know the solution to it. We know exactly what to do, but you really can't do anything. You're helpless. At one time, I can relate to this personally. Miguel CA final exams, uh, Saltastana. My mother saw me studying very hard. She said, "Ajay, I want to help you, but I just cannot, and I can't see you struggling so hard." I said, "Only I have to come out from this problem myself. Nobody else can help me." In the same way, Kunti Maharani, she couldn't see her sons suffering and being tormented by the Kauravas unfairly, that too. Uh, so Akrur blessed her and said, "Look, you have sons who have been born from Devatas. Yeah, times may be tough, but don't worry. Don't worry. Things will be all right. Your sons are blessed with fortune. So this cannot come false. This prophecy cannot come false. It takes some time, but patience." Kunti Maharani's famous prayer in the first canto is, she says, "Vipada Shantuta Shashwat Tatra Tatra Jagat Guru Bhavato Darshanam Yasyad Apunar Bhava Darshanam," where she prays, she prays again and again for problems to come in her life, for the only reason that because she has problems, she remembers the Lord. And that is the amount of remembrance of the Lord that she yearns for. In the moment I have prosperity, pride takes over. And the moment I have misfortune, it gives me a chance to become humble and remember you, O Lord. I don't think any of us are close to this platform, and at least we cannot aspire for that too. But this is something that we can learn from Kunti Devi. Akrur then goes and instructs Dhritarashtra and says, "Hey, what you're doing is unfair." Uh, He says, "Please, it's your duty as a king to be equal to all your subjects and to the Pandavas as well. What they're entitled to, give them that. Don't trouble them any longer." He says, "You know what? These thunderbolts of knowledge fail to penetrate the clouds of my mind because of intense attachment to my sons." It's such a poetic language. He told Akrur. He said, "You know what? It's prophecy, it's fate, it's destiny that Lord Krishna has come onto this earth to perform his own leelas, and I don't think anything can stop that." When Dhritarashtra had to take action, he hid behind destiny, he hid behind fate, he hid behind prophecy. Where he could take action, और नहीं तो ये सब जैसे भी कृष्ण की लीला है, कृष्ण तो ही सब करता धरता है, मैं तो निमित्त मात्र हूँ, मैं क्या ही कर सकता हूँ. Where he could take action. But then uh, Akrur went and related this whole story, this whole happening to Lord Krishna. And that is when Lord Krishna had to take things in his hand. I want to at this juncture, I want to narrate a small incident that happened in the Mahabharata, not a small incident by any stretch, and which is very heart touching to me. If you get a chance to read the Mahabharata, this is one, and if you've not read the Mahabharata, this is one incident that all of you, please, you all must read this. On the 13th day of the battle, of the Kurukshetra battle, Abhimanyu is slayed. He is killed unfairly by the Kauravas. And at that night, Arjun cries. He cries profusely. He says, "My son, they killed him unfairly. All these people they all attacked him at once." He said, "Tomorrow I will kill Jayadratha. Or if I don't kill Jayadratha, I will get consumed by fire." And as soon as he makes this promise, there are drums beating and there is a lot of cheer and wow, kya pratigya li hai Arjun ne. He's going to slay Jayadratha before sunset tomorrow. And at that time, Krishna comes and tells Arjun, "Hey, what have you done, Baba? You should have at least asked me what is this? Do you have any idea what promise you've taken?" I said, "What promise I've taken? I will kill Jayadratha before sunset tomorrow. मुझे अपने गांडीव पे भरोसा है, मुझे अपने skills पे भरोसा है, and I know I'm the great Dhanurdari Arjun. No one can stop me. I'm a Kshatriya by um, by my karmas, and I can do." You know, Krishna interrupts him and says, "You know what? Jayadratha has a boon that whoever shatters his head, whoever is the cause of his head falling on the earth, his head will be shattered into 100 pieces. Sorry, not 100, 1,000 pieces. So if you kill him tomorrow, still you are dead. If you don't kill him tomorrow, still you are dead. Do you understand what you've done?" And he says, "Okay, now अभी मैंने ली है प्रतिज्ञा, जो होगा देखा जाएगा." And now, and he goes to sleep. That is the only night where Krishna is not able to sleep. He's tossing and turning in the bed. What do I do tomorrow? He's he's expressing his confusion. I mean, Of course, the Lord is not confused. He's never confused and he's never unable to do anything. But that just goes to show how he wants his devotee to win always. In any situation, however bad, however impossible the situation may be, the Lord has just one aim in mind. I want the ultimate victory of my devotee. So the next day, the battle starts. And during that whole journey where Jayadratha is placed at the very end in the battlefield, so the whole Kaurav army, and in the end, there is Jayadratha. So if Arjun has to reach Jayadratha on the 14th day, he has to cover the whole Kaurav army, which is like an ocean. So on that journey, I mean, on the 14th day, how meticulously Lord Krishna maneuvers the chariot and he tells Arjun, look, don't look at the time, don't look at the sun, just keep going. Keep going. मैं हूं यहाँ पे. I'll do my job. Just keep fighting, but keep one thing in mind. Don't engage with petty battles. Don't engage in petty battles with Karna, Duryodhan, Dushasan. They'll all come to stop you. They'll all come to distract you, but do not engage in fights with them. Just keep going. And around 5:15 in the evening, Arjun sees the sun. He says, hey, Krishna, the sun is about to set. We are still far way along. And it's very, you get goosebumps. Krishna says, just don't look at the sun. Don't look at anything. Just keep going. Do your duty. Just fight. Keep fighting. मैं हूं यहाँ पे मैं रथ चला रहा हूँ. I'll do my best. At one point, I mean, so Arjun's chariot is being driven by celestial horses. Celestial horses are those horses who run with the speed of light and don't feel thirsty even at long distances. They fall thirsty. They are thirsty, So Krishna, with his Yogamaya potency, he creates a lake, a place for the horses to rest, and there is a 30-minute break that he takes. Let the horses rest. Even you rest your bones, and then again he starts. So around evening, he says, "Oh, Krishna, we are almost near sunset." He says, "Just don't worry. Just keep going. Keep going." The moment comes where the sun is set. Arjun is unsuccessful. And there is cheer in the Kaurav army. There are drums beating, there are people cheering, and hey, Arjun is unsuccessful. He has to embrace fire now. Arjun gets down to set his funeral pyre ready. And at that moment, Jayadratha also steps down. Jayadratha, who's standing in his own chariot, he steps down in full jubilation. He comes and says, yes, I have another day to live. Arjun, the Mahan Dhanurdhari, Arjun is to be killed today. And guess what? He is dying a death which he has himself created. There can be nothing better than this. As soon as Jayadratha steps down from his chariot, Krishna, who has till now kept the sun hiding because of his Yogamaya potency, removes the covering from the sun. And the sun has not set until now. And as soon as that happens, he says, Arjun, fire, set your arrow free and kill Jayadratha right now, and kill him in such a way. Now this is even more tactful. He says, kill him in such a way where you displace his neck and you send his head onto the place where Jayadratha's father is meditating. He's been meditating since quite some time in the mountains. So he has to displace his head in such a way that his head falls into the lap of his father. And as soon as his Jayadratha's head falls on the lap of his father, he gets up in surprise. And Jayadratha का सर उनके हाथों नीचे गिरता है. So you get this, the Jayadratha is skilled, and his father, who is the reason for Jayadratha's head to fall on the ground, his head is shattered to 1,000 pieces. And Arjun does as instructed. He shoots the arrow, Jayadratha is slain, and his father both um, they are slain, and there is jubilation, there is victory on the Pandava side. Arjun thanks him and says, "Hey, impossible is a very small word to describe what I had to do today." And at times, many of us in whatever we do, in our businesses, in our daily lives, in our competitive exams, in whatever field you want to get better at times you don't see a light ahead. All you see is darkness. But you have to keep going at it, keep going and have faith. Arey, Krishna is there. Krishna is there. He says, Shipram bhavati dharmatma shashwat shantini gacchati kaunteya pratijanihi name bhaktya pranashyati. He says, he quickly becomes righteous and attains lasting peace. O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotee will never perish. He comes even to this level and says, see, if I tell the people, they will not believe. I'm famous for being ranchor, for leaving the battlefield, for being makhan chor, for stealing butter. So if I tell people, they won't take me seriously. You go and announce to the world, because I am someone who will never let my devotees' desires or promises to go in vain. And there are endless instances where the Lord has done this. Even uh, kidnapping Rukmini from getting married to Shishupal. Yes, from getting married to Shishupal. She was in a very dire situation, almost about to get. I mean, it's very. uh, One should read these instances where she's almost going to get married to Shishupal. बस वो वरमाला एक्सचेंज होने ही जाती है जब Krishna kidnaps her. So even at the last minute, Arjun, even at the last minute, he does have that hope, that faith that Lord Krishna is there with me and he will never leave my side. So, of course, I must have said all these words, but heart of hearts, मेगेलांतवे अशी मस्त hopeless situations अशी येतात where I feel, Krishna, are you even there? Come on, yeah, please. Uh, but my speech today, it should just serve as a remembrance that whatever hopeless situations, dire situations, or the smallest of small or the biggest of big situations that I face, please, with all of your blessings, all the present devotees present here, please bless me with the benediction that I should never lose my faith on the Lord. I should never lose my faith on that Lord who is known to fulfill promises and desires. And also, uh, it is my humble desire to have this mindset that I have to be the servant of the servant of the servant of all the devotees, because it's very easy. It's very easy to be captivated by pride and feel, oh, come on, I'm something. I'm something. You know, I'm the boss in my field. I'm the boss in whatever I love to do, I'm good at doing. It's very easy to fall in that trap. So, with all your blessings and your mercy, all the devotees present here, please pray for me that I remain fixed on the path of Krishna consciousness. Thank you. Hare Krishna.